Hey Virgo, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of August. Wanted to say thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscriptions. I sure appreciate all of you. And of course, your patience always. Let's see what we have going for you for love for August. Perception, absolutely. 100% key to the game is the perception of the situation. I think you're getting out of a place, Virgo, in which you are ready to tackle some things. You may have felt like you were settling for less than what was good for you or less than what you envisioned for yourself, hence the perception card. And I think surrendering to something alleviates the regret in the situation. So basically, relationship-wise, love-wise, I think that you may have been going along with a relationship or going along with something that you knew wasn't right for you, but it may have been easy. It may have looked good on paper. It may have been clean. It may have been, whatever. And I think in the end, you regretted this situation, so you surrendered to the fact that, hey, you know what, I've got to kind of get out there. This isn't what I'm looking for. This is stifling me creatively or in other ways. And so you have the blessings from the universe here saying, yes, it's okay to end a cycle and to move on to a new path. So let's see what we got for love for you. Just threw that over there like it wasn't nothing. All right. Yeah, you want to move forward past something that just wasn't, meant for you. You want to move forward with future plans. I think you've stated as much. I think moving forward with this idea and coming out of sort of a hermithood has empowered you. And I think you're keeping things close to your chest when it comes to how you're going to go about doing this. Juggling. Yeah, you were juggling. Should I stay or should I go? Do I have the courage to go do this on my own? So let's see what's going on with your partner. Yeah, balance, enlightenment, that you don't want this commitment, Virgo. You're in the reverse on this and you're rejecting this idea. So this is actually you. But let's see what's going on with your partner. You're rejecting this. Harmony, peace, and balance is what you want the most, and this wasn't doing it for you. I think with your partner, there may have been a lot of toxicity revealed, a lot of stuff that may have looked good in the beginning that ended up not looking so good. Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, Pisces again specific. And I think that, what you were looking for is this idea, right? The building a life, stability, financial stability and stability within relationship, right? But I think this is kind of what you got. You got the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. And I think that your partner also has kind of decided, hey, look, maybe we should go our separate ways. I think you delivered the message. They agreed. Yeah, maybe we should go our separate ways. Virgo, here you are. Maybe we should go our separate ways. I'm sorry, this isn't working out for me either, right? So now it's time that you're kind of on your own. So let's see what your blocks are. And surrendering to the idea that you're okay with that. Block is wanting to come together and make a commitment, a solid commitment, take it to the next level in this relationship, and you just weren't into it. Let's see what's going on with your partner. Communication. You felt like you were talking to a child all the time. I think that it felt like, or there may have been a child involved. Maybe this partner had a child or you had a child and it just wasn't meshing. And the idea, the illusion that everything's happy, you just couldn't maintain anymore. But I do feel like you felt like a lot of times you were having conversation with the kid and it was becoming a little taxing. So let's see what's going on in between the two of you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I think you were kind of stuck in a position in which Aquarius is here now. You were feeling like maybe you couldn't go on your own, or maybe you'd never get another opportunity for relationship, or you would never get another opportunity to do something, and you were kind of holding back from being single. But I think in the end, you kind of were left with no choice because you were becoming stifled here. So the idea of becoming single, was it a conflict for you? Yes. Was it a conflict because maybe there were children, or maybe there was family, or maybe there was some sort of involvement here? Yes. But I think what you're picking is your ultimate healing in the situation. That is really what the struggle is. Do I want to let go of what continues to hurt me because it's what I know, or because what's comfortable, or what seems like it's easy? Or do I want to bite the bullet, rip off the Band-Aid, and let this wound within myself that you probably carried into the relationship, and your partner has their own set of wounds, heal so I can go on my new road, my new path? Or do I want to stay in this thing that's stifling me and making me unhappy because it's comfortable and because it looks good to other people? So I think that was the decision here. And so the conflict was the heartbreak in this situation and moving forward. And when you chose to heal and not accept this relationship moving any further, I think that's when you finally had this light bulb moment over here and you were able to see the light. So let's see how your partner's feeling about you. So problem here is, Virgo, you had a hard decision to make. You made it though, right? You did what was best for you. The deception, I think, in this situation is that one time they made you feel like you didn't have any other options, right? I think at one time they made this environment in which you started believing that you didn't have any other options. It was easier to stay in this bad relationship because I'll never have another opportunity for relationship, right? Well, the joke's on them. Moving forward, deception and moving forward, because who's going to want you? Right? It could be something like we hear all the time. Well, no one is going to be as good for you as I am. Or no one's going to love you the way I do. Well, thank God. Or who's going to want you with, if you have children, with children? Or who's going to, I'm the best you can do is basically what your partner was trying to tell you. And that's just simply not true. Anyone who stifles you and who makes you feel small so they can feel larger, or projects the idea of aggression as a negotiation tool, is not the best you can do. And they're deceiving you because they actually know that they're not the best you can do. So just remember that. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. So what you're talking about is, hey, this isn't right. What you're trying to tell me over here isn't right. And I think the pieces started clicking together for you. So let's see what they're thinking. In the end, I think they weren't defensive about you deciding not to make this commitment. Here, Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, right? I think in the end, they were just out for number one. I'm just out for number one over here, right? So if you're not going to do it, I'll find somebody else who will. And they may have even said that to you. Fine. For some of you, they were like, yeah, me too. I don't think it's working out. For others of you, you may have been encountering somebody who was trying to give the idea that you didn't have any options. And so, fine. If you won't do it, I'll find somebody else who will. And don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. That's what I have to say on that one. So, relationship, they're thinking, oh, fine, I'll find someone else who will. That is what they're thinking. So let's see what their intentions are moving forward. They're gonna come back, okay? Once you call their shit, right, and you're kind of like, okay, you know, when you stand up to the class bully or whatever, and you're like, we'll do it then. They're gonna change their tune, okay, and they're gonna want to come back, and let's talk about this relationship. Let's talk about how we can make this solid again. Let's talk about how we can make this work. How can we work through these issues, right? Which, Virgo, you say, hey, you know what? I fell for that the first time around. That's never going to happen again. I need to go find what makes me happy. You're obviously not it. So I need to go find what makes me happy. I've got to leave this place. I'm independent. I can take care of myself. This red cloak here indicates root chakra energy. I can do this. Hey, once you figured out the game, Virgo, then you were able to move on and say, you know what, I can do this shit. I mean, I've been through worse in my life. What are you going to do to me? Not talk to me? So you're walking away with this independence and this confidence and this solidity within yourself because you chose yourself and you chose to heal. And you're ready to take on the world. You're ready to let things come out, your creativity. You've changed your perception on the situation, and you are absolutely being blessed. I think that the regret in this situation has to do with the amount of time that you may have stayed, right? So you're walking away and saying, hey, you know what? I can do better. So let's kind of see what they want to say to you. Virgo, hey, the sky's the limit. I think go for it. This person was trying to create an environment for you in which you were weaker than they, so you would latch onto them, you know, become dependent on them so they could call the shots, right? You figured it out, Virgo. Of course you would. Virgos make very good investigators. Okay, you're too damn sexy for me. I feel insecure about my looks. Okay, right. But what this really means is, I know you're better than me. And when we were talking about those options earlier, I know that you have more options. You always have had more options than what I had. And I can't believe you even picked me or you even engaged with me because I don't have any confidence in myself. And that's why I have to use aggression. Now I have to create an environment in which you don't feel stable and you feel confused in order for you to only see me. So there you go. So they're telling you here, I didn't feel like I was up to par. I didn't feel like I was good enough for you to begin with. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. I don't want to drag you into my darkness. Well, okay. Now, I don't believe that for all the tea in China. I really do not. This person knows who they are and they know what they're capable of. And it's their insecurity that drives their aggression and drives their gaslighting and drives all of those things. So I kind of am suspect when somebody comes to me and they've had this 360-degree turnaround in their life, like Jesus came down and touched them. And, I was having a bad life or whatever. Well, fine. But show me the money. Where are the actions? You can say words all day long. Show me something I hadn't seen before, okay? I'm recovering from domestic abuse. I fear trusting anyone ever again. It could have been a childhood issue, of course. And maybe that's why they have taken on the idea of, hey, I'm going to be the bully so that I'm not bullied. A lot of times people who have post whatever, right, and they've been bullied by someone, they become that person in order to ensure they think that they're never going to get treated that way again, right? But really, they keep perpetuating that cycle of abuse. But some people go there. Sounds like your person was going there. Yeah, definitely. So, with that being said, Virgo, I think let's take a look at maybe some new love coming your way. Because you figured their game out, there's really nothing else left to say. You're breaking free from something. I do want to see what their next move is, though, so we'll go back to that. But let's see about some new love for Virgo. Okay, it's going to take a minute to heal from this betrayal and get back on top, right? And get back to being the boss like you are, Virgo. Here you are, Queen of Pentacles. You're healing and overcoming this betrayal. And part of that is forgiving yourself, okay, for dealing with it for so long. But you know what? When people wear masks, we can't always see that until the mask falls off, right? We don't always know. No matter how intuitive you are, no matter how whatever you are, sometimes you just cannot see past it. You're going to be finding your happiness and moving forward again, perhaps with a Cancer. You're going to be having your wish fulfillment again, moving forward, going out with friends again, dating around. You may block out relationships coming your way, especially if they start trying to go too quickly for you. This person in the past may have really moved the relationship really fast, right? And so if you see that pattern being repeating, you may cut somebody off really quickly. It looks like you have an Aries, perhaps, or a Taurus coming in, wanting to have a relationship with you. They may move too fast for you, and then you may kind of, cut the brakes. But be careful not to cut things too quickly. Yeah, because it's good. They're going to remain on your mind for a while. Yeah, so after this relationship, it looks like you're about to meet the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. They may know this very quickly before you do, and that's why they, let's get past all the details, right? But you're going to be all about the details, of course, and you're going to want them to understand that. So it's okay to put boundaries down. This person is going to be marriage material, okay? But let's see what your other person's next move is so we can hurry up and get out of that scenario. They got some codependency issues they're dealing with, or maybe some nasty gossip happening, like, oh, I can't believe she did me like that, or whatever, Any person, man or woman, who does that to you and they're unfounded is a man who can't fuck you, can't have you, and a woman who can't be you. So just remember that shit. They're going to be going on a triangulation spree. People are going to soon discover how confused they are, though, and become discontented with them. So their next move, of course, is to run their mouth and to try and ruin your reputation. However, people are going to be seeing through that very quickly. So let's get some advice cards here. Whoa. Okay. All right. So what we have is yang. Okay. Giving love. This is male energy possibly coming into your life. Again, we talked about new love. Giving to your own self. Giving to yourself. Giving to your own idea of happy life is where you need to begin. Living in the here and now, not living in the past or the future, but living in a day-to-day situation. That's where your healing's going to take place too. It's not going to be, oh, well, so many months in the future, I'm going to be okay. No, it's going to be a daily basis that you're okay. You're going to really have to work on it every day, that healing and moving forward, because you chose yourself. So don't let it sit there. Keep it moving. So Virgo, that's what I have for you for your read for this month. Concentrate on Virgo, because you're going to be coming into meeting this person that you're going to be spending the rest of your life with, right? You're going to be meeting that person very soon. So do your healing, and I'll see you guys for what's in their head.